Hi, this is Munson with Munson Music, and we're going to talk about how you could play Ohio by Crosby, Stills, Nash, and Young on the piano. And it starts off with this cool little guitar riff, and you could kind of work this as a two-hand idea. You start on the low D, and then kind of go to the right hand for a G, A, D, G, G, A, D, G. And then we kind of do an F in the left hand and the right hand at the same time, and then go back to a G note. And then we go to a C in the left hand and the right hand at the same time. But then you may want to go to a D in the right hand. so that's kind of a cool little way to kind of intro, just kind of following that guitar riff, kind of that D, G, A, D, G, F and F together, G, C and C together, D, and then D, G, A, D, G, and then F and F, G, and then maybe hanging out on the C, right? D, G, A, D, G, F and F, G, C and C, D, D, G, A, D, G, F and F, G, C and C together. Or you could kind of follow just the chords there. And the D-I-D actually is kind of just a D minor chord. So we'd have D, F, and A together. Da-da-da-da. And then we'd be going to an F major chord, kind of an F-A-C. Kind of all together. So what I'm doing is kind of bass note in the left hand, 3-5 in the right hand for the chord, so F, A, C, but with the F as my bass player. And then C major is kind of our next chord, C, G. So that's kind of a cool, white key, beautiful piano kind of an idea. So you got D minor, F, C, D minor, F, C. So you want to try that as just an all-together kind of an idea, kind of a blocking idea to get used to that chord progression. Da-da, F, C. Or you could offset it by even thinking just left-right can be a cool idea, kind of a bass. Chord, bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord, bass, chord, left, right, kind of an idea can be kind of cool too. Or you could even fill in more time on each chord, kind of a D, 2, F, C, D minor, 2, F, C. Or you could work the double time of that. D minor, F, C, D minor, 2, 3, 4, together, right, together, right, together, right, right, together, right, kind of an idea. Or you can make this a little bit funkier. One of my kind of a bass chord could be kind of a cool idea on the D. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right. And you can even kind of keep the left, right idea going for the F and the C. Just kind of looking for some cool ways to kind of calm yourself. I want to kind of play around with those ideas for the intro and the verse. And then from there, then we go to our main chorus. And our main chorus starts on a G minor chord, kind of a G, B flat, and D all together. If you want to jazz that up a little bit, you can kind of shoot for that F note in the top, make it a G minor 7. And then from there, we go to a C major. And it's almost kind of like a 4 count on each one. G minor, 2, 3, 4. So then we want to go together, right. And then we go to the C. And we end up repeating that. G minor, down, on a C. G minor, what would you do? C, da, G minor, where you see. And then we'd be going to a D major chord, and there's this cool riff on the last D, where you can almost kind of start off with a bass note, kind of a D, and then the right hand could kind of follow G, F sharp, D, and then G, F sharp, and then G, F sharp, D, D. Oh, I just like that better. Let's see, G, F sharp, D, G, F sharp, D, G, F sharp, D, D. And then we could kind of follow a melody where it kind of goes G, F sharp, G, F sharp, G, F sharp, G, A, A. So much, yeah. G, F sharp, so D, G, F sharp, D, G, F sharp, D, D, G, F sharp, G, F sharp, D, G, F sharp, D, G, F sharp, G, A. Might be a cool way to kind of work it. So there's a lot of that G, F sharp, D. 1, 2, 3, 4 times with kind of an extra D, and then follow that idea, or you could kind of work the D major as kind of an idea there. So instead of the D minor, all of a sudden at the end of the chorus, we take that F and make it an F sharp, to kind of follow a D major chord idea there. And you kind of hear that with that F sharp note, it's kind of following the D major instead of the D minor all of a sudden. G, F sharp, D, G, F sharp, D, G, F sharp, G, F sharp, D, D, G, F sharp, G, F sharp, D, G, F sharp, D, G, F sharp, G, A, A, A. So kind of following that idea, or you can follow the chord. So all the way through that our chorus part, we got our D minor, C, da, 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 G minor, or you could even double time it if you wanted to, or you could work that funk idea. Bass chord, 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 bass. Kind of alternating the left right idea. So I'm going bass, bass chord, bass chord, bass chord, bass chord, left, right, left, right, left. I'll be mixing that up and kind of varying that pattern, but it might be kind of a cool way to work it too. A little bit jazzier that way. To, and then the very last time you may want to kind of go to that D major if you're following the chords, or follow that lick. And then we'd be going back to our verse chorus. So we'd be back to our D minor, and you could funk that up a little bit too. Bass, bass chord, bass chord, bass chord, bass chord, right? Or if you wanted to, you could even jazz this up a little bit more. You could play around with the D minor 7 if you're kind of digging on that G minor 7 idea. F major 7, C major 7. Kind of add in that 7. That B almost sounds really funky. I don't know if I'd go there, but if you wanted to kind of Richard Cheese it a little bit, I guess. Or what can be very, very cool is almost kind of a free-form idea, actually. A lot of our, for the lead licks, actually, are kind of coming out of our white keys, especially over the verse. So we got kind of a D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, which is actually a Dorian D scale. And you're kind of playing a root second, flat third, 4, 5, and here's the difference between the minor scale is the regular 6, and then a flat 7 and a root for that note, the D. So kind of a 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, 6, flat 7, 1 is kind of that sound over the top. And what you may want to kind of do, this can be very cool, is to kind of freeform some ideas on the D minor. And actually, there are a lot of these licks that I love. Actually, there's in my crash course for piano, we talk about patterns of 3. Kind of working a 1, 2, 3 idea for the right hand on each note of the scale, which can be kind of a cool lick to practice in general, good warm-up stuff. Or you could try 4s, 2, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5s. Or you could do 6s as kind of a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 kind of an idea. Or a 7 idea. You could work it into that whole major scale kind of fingering for that the most beautiful fingering of all time before the right hand. There's a 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Kind of working the E, kind of working octave ideas. Or another cool lick, actually, since we got all the white keys, would be slides or misses. Right, kind of an idea. So you may want to kind of take the bass line, actually, kind of that D, F, and C, and almost kind of try and work that as an independence exercise, kind of playing the root, making up something in the scale, bass note. could be kind of cool to kind of freeform some stuff over the top, kind of make up some stuff. Kind of see what you can say with the piano actually over that bass line, which ends up being kind of making up stuff in Dorian, which is cool. Arpeggios can be cool too, where you break up the chord. B minor, F. So good, just kind of running little root 3/5 ideas in the right hand around the chords. If the freeform idea seems a little bit crazy, that might be a little bit easier to manage because everything's kind of right under the right hand. You can mix that up with the chord. But then from that verse, then we'd be going back to our chorus. So we'd be back on our G minor, G, C, or we can even take that as same idea, actually, the arpeggio idea. So just kind of breaking up the chords. To our verse, right? Kind of bad, and you could even freeform that too. See me want to kind of play around with that too, and kind of lost it a little bit there at the end, but that can be very, very fun to kind of work some of that freeform idea and the arpeggios around the chords too, so you want to experiment with that. But that's the basics of how you could play Ohio on the piano, so best of luck.